Hey Turnip Troopers, welcome back to Storytime with Epic Rutabaga Gamer 73. In today's episode, we're doing part 1 of the story of Gorg Butler. Please enjoy. Gorg Butler really liked the Rolling Stones. Not the band, however. Gorg would go to his vast backyard and watch the peculiar stones roll down hills for hours on end. He liked all sorts of stones. His favorite stones were the big ones that rammed into ice cream trucks. Gorg got ran over by an ice cream truck. Oh yeah, oh baby, oh yeah, oh yeah, said Gorg after he got ran over. He was a bloody lump on the floor as he exclaimed this, due to his insatiable need for heroin. I can help you, said a large shadow man. Then the shadow man grabbed Gorg by the neck. He leaned over and whispered into Gorg's ear. I know who you killed. I know everything. Gorg was terrified. The Shadow Man was a member of the Stones Lives Matter Society and had had his eyes on Gorg for a long time. The stones then turned into robots to rule the world. Then the robots became humans. However, they weren't real humans. They were highly intelligent AI. They wanted to smite Gorg and destroy his entire career. The AIs wanted to crush Gorg in a car compactor, but Gorg spaghettied his ass out of there to safety. But little did he know, Naruto was chasing him close behind. But luckily for him, he knew the only way to escape from Naruto was to commit disappear ninjutsu. Little did Gorg know, this was all a figment of his imagination, which he used as a coping mechanism for his past mistakes and his fear of the future. Gorg was really a god of rocks who had sent war upon the motherland when he was young. He needed to repent for his sins, so as punishment, he was sent to Jupiter where he lived with his mother and brother, Tom. His brother Tom was brutally killed. Then Tom came back to life, with toes sticking out of his nose and ears. Then they killed Tom again, because that kind of thing isn't tolerated in Gorg's family. But little did they know, Tom's toenail was too long. And honestly, Tom felt like a toe on a log at that point. He thought he was at his lowest point, but then something happened. A potato descended from above and told Tom that he had been dead all along. The god of the potatoes kicked him out of potato heaven, and he was stuck here on Earth as a ghost. I have to find a way back, he thought. He quickly thought to himself, oh yeah, oh baby. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. As he continued to sing Britney Spears' rendition of Oops, I Did It Again, a Michael Jackson imitator came up behind him and started mashing him. Tom the potato was able to escape, but quickly ran into Miss Puppy, who blew a whistle at him and screamed at him to get off the table. Partially mashed and now fighting Miss Puppy, the potato endured one of the hardest times in his life that day. Although it was one of the hardest days of his life, Tom had to persevere. Tom looked to his brother Gorg to help him. Gorg was once a nomad who had lived off the land and ate dirt and rocks, so he had many connections. Crunchy, crunchy, yes, ronks, used to be Gorg's motto. But now the world had hardened him into a stone-cold killer, and his motto was, I must kill. Gorg decided to help Tom by finding the Sword of Destiny, which can kill ghosts, to send Tom back to heaven. There began their epic journey to the tombs. There they would rob the sword. But little did they know, the sword was in a cave guarded by giants that would kill anybody who tried to get in. They would have to kill the giants with their bare hands, no weapons allowed. Though they had no weapons, they could use their large battle chickens. The chickens were pink. The pink battle chickens went straight for Tom, even though his ghostly potato form had already been mashed to pieces. Gorg straight throws a stone, 'cause he can. The rock hit a battle chicken, turning the chicken yellow. Then the battle chicken started saying, King! I am king! The chickens proceeded to repeat this phrase while walking around, bowing to each other. Then all the chickens imploded. After the mass destruction of chickens, Tom used his ghostly mind powers to throw a mountain at the giants. Tom then proceeded to cut off his left forearm with a butter knife. Suddenly, a blue alpaca appeared, stole the butter knife, and flew into the sky. Then Tom adopted a frog and named him Blue Alpaca. Suddenly, Gekimin rushes into the room and self-circumcises himself. He sprouts wings and takes flight into the sky, after which he flies into a road sign and crashed because he was too preoccupied with his horribly large ego. After Gekimin flies off, the giants were defeated. They then entered the cave, and what they saw inside was not what you would expect. Inside the cave was an oddly hairy man playing the bongos. He gave them a dirty look. Then he gave Gorg a cat. The cat's name was Mittens, and he ate avocados, but he was sexually confused. Sadly, Mittens' avocados were rotten. Even though the avocados were the famous Avocado from Mexico commercial avocados, they were still rotten. Even though the avocados were rotten, they were still very loved. The avocados grew arms and legs and walked away because they were offended. They kidnapped the avocados and made guacamole with their remains. And the guacamole was good. But when Gorg and Tom ate the guacamole, they got sick and threw up. It wasn't any ordinary throw up. It was magic throw up that opened the portal to the crypt that held the Sword of Destiny. The portal opened, and it was a door with sparkles all over the walls. Stay tuned for Chapter 2, coming soon. Thanks for listening. Consider subscribing. Bye.